Hi, it's Barry Dowsett here again to talk to you about R&D tax credits, and particularly we're going to focus on manufacturing and engineering claims. I'm going to go run through a number of areas, and as you will see on the slide, it's about what projects qualify for manufacturing and engineering businesses, what activities within that project qualify, and also going to go through a few case studies and also mention a few practical steps that you can take to see if you actually got qualifying activities and projects. So the first one is, what projects qualify? Well, projects that normally relate to development of new products and processes will probably qualify. Making improvements to products and processes is another area, but those improvements need to be a step change. They can't simply be a minor modification or a cosmetic type improvement. So when we talk about process improvements, we're all about making things faster, cheaper, making sure that the quality is maintained. Now, I would also say that in terms of the activities, which is the next one, what kind of activities within that project would qualify? The first thing I would say is any initial research on developing that new product or process, looking at the current state of art, even desktop research, going out to exhibitions, providing at the beginning of the project you're trying to push the boundaries of technology in terms of product design, product development, process improvement. That is absolutely great. So what you then do a tech spec, you then do some kind of planning document, about how you're going to develop this product or process. So the people involved, the team is quite wide. You've got technical directors, you've got product managers, you may even have some management team involved. It's very, very wide. Then you go and develop the product or the process. You do manufacturing trials, engineering work, etc. You might use subcontractors, involved in the R&D activities. Then you've got to document, you've got to do trials. All these areas would qualify. So the team is much larger than what you think. The process is from top to finish. It stops when that product or that process has been completed in terms of technical development and you're actually going into mainstream production. That's when it stops. That's very important. Now, it's going to take you through a few case studies as well now. So some of these I've worked with very closely over a number of years. So there's an aluminium extrusion business. They are trying to meet tight tolerances and surface finishes that are over and above British standards. I would also say things like, if you don't know what an extrusion business is like, it's a bit like a sausage machine. They're trying to extrude aluminium through a tool and a number of cavities. So, for example, if you can produce a lot more sausages than just one at a time, you can do 5, 6, 7 or 8, you can push the boundaries. Once again, you're making things go faster. Therefore, you're producing products that are cheaper, those kind of. So that's one. Another one is a household sauce and condiment business, food manufacturer. And they wanted to develop a hybrid production line that could fill bottles, and they could be plastic or they could be glass bottles, but they wanted to be able to fill them either in cold or a hot process, all to do with bacteria. So they took 2 separate production lines. They wanted to create just one that could do both hot fill and cold fill. A lot of development going on there. And another one is a packaging business. And this packaging business is to make plastic containers, but a special twist lock system on top of the package. A lot of IP, a lot of development. It was sealing the products inside, which was a food product. So there's a few case studies that we work with. We work with many, many manufacturing businesses, but that's just a few. Now, in terms of practical steps, what I would suggest is go and speak to your technical team. So particularly if you're a finance person, go and have a chat with the technical lead. Find out what their head-scratching moments are. Find out the challenges and the projects they're working on. Collate this information, understand it. And you're more than welcome. You can send me an email. You see an email link in a minute. You can pick up the telephone as well and call in, and we can talk you through those projects to see if they actually qualify. You're more than welcome to do that. That's kind of support and advice that we give. So so go out there, meet with those teams, come back and talk to them about their the headaches, head scratching moments. That's great. And then so that's it. Just wrapping that up at the moment. That's on manufacturing and engineering. We've got other videos out there, one on costs. We're going to soon launch one about subcontractors, a very specialist area. But I'd like to say thank you. I'm Barry Dowsett from Mirror Associates. You can see my email address there, and you've got a contact telephone number, so please get in touch if you have any questions. Thank you very much.